Hi everyone, hope you are all doing good. Today's case study, we just had a glimpse of this yesterday itself, and let's just try to examine it. This is about work culture and also about one's strong personal values. So, how does one negotiate through a situation which is related to the organizational values much more than one's personal value conflict? So, how do you work with an environment which is not so conducive for you to deliver, at the same time is hostile? In this situation, how will you handle the situation using your personal value system? So that's the expectation of this case study. You are a no nonsense honest officer. You have been transferred to a remote district to head a department that is notorious for its inefficiency and carelessness. You find that the main cause of the poor state of affairs is indiscipline of a section of employees. They do not work themselves, of course, and also disturb working of others. Unfortunate. You first warn the troublemakers to mend their ways or else face disciplinary action. When the warning had little effect, you issued a show cause notice. And then they want to take retaliation, and as a retaliatory measure, these troublemakers instigated a woman employee amongst them to file a complaint of sexual harassment against you with the Women's Commission. And the commission seeks reply, ask for explanation. The matter is also publicized in the media to embarrass you further. Some of the options to handle this situation could be as follows: give your explanation to the commission and go soft on disciplinary action. Ignore the commission and proceed firmly with the disciplinary action. Brief your higher ups, seek direction from them and act accordingly, or suggest any other possible options and evaluate. So, in this particular case, it is troublesome because this group 1, it has not been working, and on top of that they are also disturbing others from work. And as head of department, your duty is to ensure that work is delivered, right? So you're transferred to a remote district and you need to deliver your duty, and in the process of delivering your duty, right, they are coming against, because as HOD your responsibility is to ensure that the department is doing whatever it is expected to do. And these people have been stopping you also from working effectively, and then you tried to warn, you wanted to go soft first, but you did, but that did not work, and then you finally had to issue a show cause notice. And then they are arrogant enough to file sexual harassment case against you just because you asked them to do their duty. So in this condition, they try to embarrass you before the media as well. And what would you be doing? This is a deep personal crisis for anyone to go through. It is not easy handling such situations. So ensure that you are taking the depth of the situation into your case study. Don't just write about, I'll reach out to the media, I'll explain my situation. No, it's very deep. It's a personal problem. It's almost made personal because it's first a work problem, but then it's made personal by this group of people. And your personality is dragged into the conversation. So how would you handle it? It needs lots of maturity, right, and courage. So how would you represent all these ideas into the solution? That is much more important. Like I just said, as the head of the department, it is the responsibility to ensure the deliverables. In the process, should be ready to take notoriety with a firm hand. So your duty is to ensure that whatever the department is expected to do is delivered. However, in the process, you might face challenges, and you're ready to tackle these challenges with a firm hand. In this particular situation, so this is your role. So in what position are you going to tackle the case study? In this situation, what is your dilemma? So in this situation, I'm dragged into a false case just for delivering the duty. As a HOD, you are expected to do some on behalf of the department, and that is stopped. If I is on the disciplinary action, so you are lax on the disciplinary action, the efficiency of department will be further eroded. If not, the sexual harassment case looks like a deep personal crisis. What should you be doing? First and foremost, I would suggest not to take this case so personally. This is not about your reputation. This is also not about someone's name or people believing in you, but it is about your duty as head of the department. Of course, your personal reputation is at stake, but that should not be the vantage point from which you are looking at the issue. Look at it relatively neutrally so that you will be reaching an efficient solution. Now let's just evaluate the options. First option is to go relatively easy on the disciplinary action front, but then that's not advisable because show cause notice was issued after due warning. So you have already given them a warning and then you issued a show cause notice. So the group also is is also causing lots of disturbance to others' work, and it looks very hostile and not ready for any discussion on the progress of work in the department. On top of that, blackmailing me, will receive a validation. If you just go easy on the disciplinary action, it looks like the blackmail has worked and there's no scope for reconciliation on any front. So looking at all these options, it looks like you cannot compromise on disciplinary action. So no compromise, but you have to be very active and engaging with respect to the commission. So I will give explanation to the commission but won't go back on disciplinary action, and we have also written the reason why. Like I was repeatedly emphasizing this, whichever solution or whichever way ahead you might write, please back it up with opinion on why you are doing that. Next, ignoring the commission entirely and proceeding with a firm hand on disciplinary front, but ignoring the commission will give more voice to the accusations, and you will also miss an opportunity to put a check on their behavior. So if you let the commission come and investigate the whole case, they will just track it down to the point of blackmailing, and that's a great opportunity for you to get rid of this section of employees from the department altogether, right? So cooperating with the Women's Commission is the need of the hour because they are your best allies in the process. Also, this is against the spirit of accountability because you are the department head, and when there is a women's commission which was instituted to account for charges against you, it is extremely important that you cooperate with them and be transparent about the process. Next option that they have given is brief up the higher ups and just follow whatever solution they give. Of course, briefing higher ups might help because they will give you some ideas to solve your crisis, but just blindly following the course of action they suggest, it might not suit your need entirely. Why are you saying this? Any senior officer might not be able to fully appreciate the situation, and they could suggest you something, just to ease up the disciplinary front, so that these people will recede on their complaint, and then you could be totally free. It might not please your conscience, so you would not be able to do that 100%. So what is your solution then? The question also luckily gave us an opportunity to propose our own solution and then evaluate it. So what would you be doing? Retain the show cause intact. So you have issued a show cause notice to the ringleader, and then you cooperate with the commission and let truth reveal itself. So these are the two steps you're going to take. And now next part of the answer is where you're going to justify why you have taken these steps. First and foremost, in the process, I will remain courageous, seek support of family and also other colleagues. This is very important because we discussed the dilemma in the beginning itself. Otherwise, there's no dilemma. Na? You didn't do that act. They have filed a false complaint. So you could just say, I filed a false complaint. Okay, come on, just examine and then it's gone. But there is a dilemma. Because on one hand, you are HOD and you want the department to work. On the other hand, these people are trying to stop you from work. So your aim is to ensure that you get back the work as soon as possible and with as much efficiency as possible. So you will remain courageous, seek support of family and other colleagues, and also, as head of department, it is your duty to not let any one incident damage the work culture. So that is the reason you are letting the show cause notice intact. So this one incident where few people blackmail the head of the department and then head of department but just recedes the complaint, it sets a very wrong precedent to work culture. So it is your responsibility to ensure a fair and proper procedure. So cooperating, so this on one hand as to why you will go ahead with show cause notice with courage. Cooperating with the commission is critical to remove the accusation and also prove their wrongdoing. That is much more important. Once you prove their wrongdoing, you will have a chance to get work back go up and going in the department. and this will give you a chance to pursue changes in the department nature of work and also make individuals much more accountable. That is the reason you are not going back or easy on disciplinary front and are fully cooperating with the commission. This case looks pretty easy, but it is very crucial to put forward your dilemma very clearly and also to evaluate the options. So what is your moral lens in which you are judging that actions, that becomes crucial. Let's take a quick look at tomorrow's case study and then bid goodbye. You're aspiring to become an IAS officer and you have cleared various stages and now you have been selected for personal interview. Voila. On the day of the interview, on the way to the venue, you saw an accident where a mother and child who happened to be your relatives were badly injured. They need immediate help. What would you have done in such a situation? Justify your action. So what would you be doing? So these people are your relatives and you're going to the personal interview. What would you do? So one way of looking at it is entirely from empathy. Another angle that you could also deploy is emotional intelligence. Of course, you'll be pained to see your relatives go through the turmoil. How would you handle your emotion with efficiency and ensure that some solution is in place? So try to balance these and come up with some innovative solutions. We would love to look at them. Please post your comments on the YouTube video. Till tomorrow, bye. Good night and please stay home and stay safe.